The main logo of the game presents us with an image that I believe to be not the destruction of hell, but the rise of the antichrist and his legions. We've got pentagrams on both left and right and the saint's logo in the middle, symbol of which meanings are highly debatable. It has been used, however, on many coat of arms across the world, as well as in sports teams, universities, architecture and military. One of the most relevant examples being the Israeli intelligence force. This wouldn't be the first time military intelligence is using occult symbolism. I suspect this particular savior to be an antichrist figure also because of the color purple, which is the main color in Masonic tradition and represents the unification of the pillars which open the gates to their architect, which will bring forth a new age. Specifically, the fifth age, which in Roman numerals is represented by the letter V, which we can find in the Saints Row Developer Company logo, where we can also see the dehumanized head of the approaching transhumanism. The showing of two V's seems to be a main theme in the occult symbolism world. There is an interesting scene in the movie Kingsman where this theory is completely confirmed. In the mountains where the elites form a facility to preserve themselves while the rest of humanity is killed, there is a hall where an announcement on the coming new age is being held by a self-proclaimed leader dressed in purple who sits above all.
We must put aside all thoughts of death and focus on birth, the birth of a new age. We mustn't mourn those who give their lives today. You are the chosen people.
There are two screens on the left and right which show the countdown to the new age. There is a V on top of the numbers, thus forming two Vs. I believe this to be very similar to the main logo of the game Saints Row GAT Out of Hell. The A in GAT might also be an upside down V. This game masks itself as a comedy as an excuse to put forth a large quantity of satanic ideas. The game starts with a party in which we are told that using a Ouija board at a birthday party is tradition.
It's tradition! Every slumber party has to involve a spirit board.
Slumber party?
How's it work?
We ask it a question and the spirit of the board will reveal the answer.
How?
Yeah, someone pushes the pointy thing to wherever they want.
Wait. Can we go back to you and your slumber parties?
No time. All right. Everyone put their hands on the cursor.
Upon the usage of the board, they come in contact with a demonic entity called Jezebel, and also make a reference to Aleister Crowley.
Jezebel? Who the fuck is...
Is that not normal?
Where'd you get the board?
I was going through Signac's artifact collection and found it there.
Who did it belong to?
Aleister Crowley?
Jezebel is actually mentioned in the Bible and is also known to be a worshipper of Baal, as well as a promoter of over-sexuality, human sacrifice, and killing of God's prophets. She was the princess of Phoenicia and the wife of Ahab, king of northern Israel, which she also tried to convince and convert to Baal, Satan worship. The main characters are being sent through the rabbit hole, exactly in the center of a pentagram, a symbol which we are going to see a lot in this game. As they are lifting from the ground, we are being shown a storm very similar to that on Saturn, which is another meaning of the pentagram, as the pentagon inside it is similar to the hexagon discovered by NASA in the center of the everlasting storm situated on the north pole of Saturn. The XX is also a symbol of Saturn and the gates of hell, which is why in the next scene this theory is being confirmed by an entity which says "Welcome to Hell," as some wood burns in the background in the shape of the XX.
Welcome to hell.
I'm gonna shoot the devil in the face.
I think you might be skipping some details.
No, I said in the face.
I like the commitment, but you gotta find a way to get close enough to him in the first place.
When's the wedding? I'll just show up
And then you'll shoot him in the face.
The ignorance of this game is that it gives us the idea that we can defeat demons with guns. Spiritual beings from another realm cannot be defeated with human material technology. Also, you cannot defeat evil by using violence. Promoting violence as a savior is another clue for why I think this game is satanic. Next, we are being given an artifact which gives us the wings of Lucifer, the morning star. In fact, the game narrator tells us herself.
This holy relic granted Johnny the majestic wings of the morning star.
And they also make sure to portray the final image with occult satanic elements such as the pyramid and the lightning bolt, which represents Satan. So to defeat Satan, apparently we have to learn ourselves how to use the demonic powers.
Just collect some soul clusters and power up the halo. You'll be flying around in no time. Good job. Now get up that cliff. Don't worry. If something looks too high, just keep on jumping off the wall. Remember to charge your jumps if you want to get up the cliff faster. Here's the deal. If you want some FaceTime with Satan, you need to get his attention. There's lots of ways to get Satan's attention, but we should never forget the classic. Rampant fucking murder. Pride is a sin the devil's army has in spades, so if you want to pick a fight, you can bet your ass they're coming in droves. If you convert all the control stones, we should be able to use them to get around hell even faster.
After seeing this, I think we can clearly say that this character, by acquiring all the demonic qualities, step by step, willingly becomes a demon himself. The following scene is a pure MK Ultra style mind control house, from the rainbow to the characters which are lost, hypnotized by the music. Indeed, behind the mind control projects, there is only demonic energy. On the walls, there are these messages telling the characters, and I suspect us, to follow directions, to follow the rainbow, the yellow brick road, which will lead us to the perfect world of togetherness. This is all part of the creation of an alternative, better reality in which the mind control victim can retreat in, while the new programmed personality is being allowed to take control.
The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 beep. No one alive! We must end this infernal music! Come, let us return to my castle.
This is exactly what happens in our world today, where a lot of people happen to be in depression, and the only escape they can find is by consuming video games and other forms of entertainment. It is all part of the plan. In the next part, they present Jezebel not as a powerful demon, but just as a simple teenager with daddy issues.
Satan didn't have much time to react to the war GAT was waging, because at home, Jezebel was waging a war of her own.
You sound like my father.
What?
He's always telling me that life is about misery, not happiness. That dreams only exist to make people forget about their own mediocrity.
Man, that's depressing.
Being the devil's daughter sucks.
What do you want?
I want to punch my dad in the face.
We're gonna get along just fine.
In a subliminal way, we are made to accept her as a positive entity. At one point, Satan even tells us a harsh truth about not only the character, but of ourselves.
Johnny, my boy, I misjudged you. You've shown loyalty by walking into hell. You've shown cunning by robbing me. You've shown brutality by killing my generals. And now you're willing to sacrifice yourself for my daughter. You're the man who should be my son. Defiant to the end.
Trying to fight Satan with his tactics have made us exactly like him. It is also interesting to see that the president's soul is trapped into a purple device. The satanic altar at the wedding scene is done perfectly. We have the pillars, the steps, the red carpet, pentagrams, and purple. We are then made to think that we can stop Satan with worldly guns. The battle is not even challenging. Satan rarely moves and he pretty much just stands in one place while he gets pumped. In the final cutscene, Jezebel and the others return through a portal back to Earth. With a new image of Jezebel, we easily accept her into our reality.
I can't believe Asha sleeps with you.
I can't believe you don't.
Boss, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What is this place?
She's the devil's daughter.
Pierce is gonna have a heart attack.
Nah, she likes to sing. Pierce will dig her.
I don't think...
Can you rock the narrator from Joseph?
Yeah?
She'll be fine.
For me, symbolically, it represents the bringing of the beasts on this planet, like stated in the Apocalypse, and we must not be deceived. Also, the main character is shown as a savior, which meets God, which speaks directly to him with words of appreciation. So the Antichrist, the bringer of the beasts on earth, son of Satan, is portrayed as being divine. The cover of the story is also purple and shows us another pentagram in combination with a fleur-de-lis surrounded by a circle, in my opinion a clear satanic symbol. Moreover, this character is depicted again as a true savior in a Catholic Church style design, but if we take a moment to look at the picture, we can clearly see that it is a very dark image. The protagonist is dressed in purple, behind him there is a purple sun, he has dark wings, appears to be walking on fire, surrounded by demons, and inside a Roman Masonic arch. The Masons believe they will open the gates towards the architect of this world. I believe that this is a representation of opening the gates to the Antichrist.